Hello and a very warm welcome to the opening match of the 2025 Inter-Service Rugby Championships, a highly anticipated clash between the Royal Air Force and Royal Navy women's sides. Also welcomed into the competition is the home of the men's Premiership champions, Northampton's Cinch Stadium at Franklin's Gardens, making its debut as the setting for this encounter. The last time out, the Light Blues celebrated a 34-12 victory in Plymouth, and it's been 11 years since the last win for the Navy in the competition, but it was indeed the Royal Air Force they beat on that occasion. But these players will be wanting to write their names into the history books no matter what today, and what an amphitheatre of rugby royalty in which to do it. Who will be the saints and who will be the sinners on a dry but breezy day in Northampton? Your watching pleasure with us as well. Nye puts that ball into the scrum, and those forwards shove it on. Under number 10 again, and Morris in midfield, spinning round Morris. That try line's in sight for the Royal Air Force. Have they got there? They have indeed, in a first try of the match. First score for the Royal Air Force. That pressure does tell, and they get there, Charlie Maxwell.
Yeah, fantastic try there for their number 8. Strong line, good angle going across. And as I said, the Navy have been putting up an absolutely fantastic defence, but the RAF pressure's been immense. And you do feel at that point they really did deserve that try. Very well worked.
A conversion attempt that's a good one. And the Royal Air Force lead the Royal Navy by 7 points to 0 here on this bright and slightly damp afternoon in Northampton. An opportunity, they say in cricket, about going into double wickets, and one brings two. Well, the Royal Navy or Royal Air Force will be hoping the same here as they put into this scrum. Very close to the Royal Navy try line once again. Graham Jenkins moves it out to Morris. He's got a bit of space. And Nye further out to Grundy, to Fahy. And Longworth for the score on the right wing. Evie Longworth for the second Royal Air Force try of the afternoon. And they're finding those moments now, the RAF. Converting those chances, they'll be absolutely delighted.
Yeah, that was a lovely try by the RAF. The flowing hands out right onto the right wing. Making good decisions as well, running the ball to the line and then shifting it, gave them that overlap. And unfortunately on that occasion, the RAF had it in numbers. Inevitable try, very well worked.
Oh, and it's lovely through to Morris in midfield, and Morris just finding a way through. Lovely offload to Lucy Nye. Can she make the try line? Agonisingly close for the Royal Air Force, starting as they finish that first half. And those forwards just bundling forward. And Fletcher there. Well, that's very close. And the referee blows his whistle. That's another try for the RAF. And just the start they'll have been looking for. That Royal Navy defence, as we've seen, has been so strong all game. But this time, Elise Fletcher and her forward pack had enough.
Yeah, just the power and the decision-making of the RAF there, really demonstrating that actually they're such a force to be reckoned with when they're in attack.
And her troops just in a huddle behind the posts as Daisy Fahy sets up this conversion attempt. She's had plenty to do today, not least off the tee. And just pulls at that a little bit, but the ball makes it over nonetheless. And it's a 19 points to 0 lead for the Royal Air Force, setting the tone early in this second half. And Tulloch finds El Bithell. Oh, and up like a flash, Lucy Nye, and look at that from Kim Grundy. That's absolutely fantastic from the left winger for the Royal Air Force, and celebrating there just ahead of the posts. Score another try, and what a lightning start for the Royal Air Force in this second half.
Yeah, just demonstrating there, even when you don't have the ball, how important the attacking defence is, putting the Navy under real pressure. Unfortunately, the fumble with the ball, and the RAF just able to absolutely capitalise and run straight through. Fantastic try, individual skill. I hope it's not the start of things to come in terms of for the Navy, but absolutely fantastic play from the RAF.
Lightning pace there from Kim Grundy. Lovely work from Lucy Nye. She's been everywhere today in attack and defence. The kick's good. And The Royal Air Force be thinking that a 26-0 deficit is good to score here early on in the second half. Tulloch with the put in for the Royal Navy. And under pressure once again, that Royal Navy pack. And Jess Bryan, who's been used increasingly as Dixon is sent backwards and almost into the middle of next week, but she's up again. And Proctor there, moving it through the hands to Fahy.
Navy going narrow at the moment. If the RAF see, there's a lot of space out on this right wing.
Oh, and lovely from Nye, moving it out left, and Fahy has the try.
But they don't need it.
she's got there, Fahy. And adding just another score to her book today. So their backs are yelling for that ball, but that's gone. It's pushed them right back. But Proctor does well to clean that up, and she's handing a few players off here. Proctor has got a bit of space out left, a bit of support from Kim Grundy. The Navy just doing all they can to hold that RAF attack back as much as they can, but the Air Force inch ever closer once again.
Proctor's handoff, as always, proving how dangerous it is, and that 30-yard gain that she's just made. Dangerous position right now.
And here they come. Fahy again, and she's straight through for another try. Daisy Fahy, her brilliant day continues. Is there anything she can't do today, Charlie Maxwell?
No, as we said at the end of the first half, she's having a stormer today. Anything that the RAF have asked of her, she has absolutely demonstrated she's up to, and more than capable of doing everything they need.
Yeah, for those of you joining us, just over 60 minutes played, and 36-0 the RAF lead. It's great to have you with us on BFBS Forces News YouTube as Sam Hill takes the ball at pace here inside. Navy replacement in the outside backs. And a penalty for the Royal Navy. In a good position here. And she opens the account for the Royal Navy today. 3 points on the board for the women in Navy blue. And that's a good positive shove from Honeybell, the loose head prop. Still they come, and moving that out. And it's unfortunate, that one, for the Royal Navy. But I tell you what, they're getting through here, the Royal Navy. And it's a try for the Royal Navy. Wonderful score there. Maura Douglas cleaning that up. Ball came out fairly loosely, but she stepped inside there to find space. And an outstretched arm from Maura Douglas sees the Royal Navy with their first try of the game.
Yeah, absolute perseverance there by the Navy attack. Fantastic control of those breakdowns, keeping the ball going. Almost a mistake there, but actually it gave her the space then to dance through and score a fantastic try under the posts for the first try for the Navy this game.
And that's good from Bryan. Notching up the extra 2 points, and 36 points to 8, the Royal Navy trail. But adding their first try of the competition, and 36-10 they trail. Doing what they did to great effect in the first half, and cleared it well there too. And the final whistle's blown. A resounding win for the Royal Air Force by 36 points to 10. They really outplayed the Royal Navy today. Impressive right across the board. Player of the match, Daisy Fahy, was absolutely brilliant, as was the skipper, Lucy Nye. The Royal Navy did their best to stave off a lot of opportunities the RAF had in that first half, but especially with the tone that was set first thing in the second half, that first 10-15 minutes of that second period of the game. Well, that was lightning fast from the RAF, and a richly deserved win, Charlie Maxwell.
And I'm with the winning RAF captain, Lucy Nye, and player of the match, Vodafone player of the match, Daisy Fahy. Daisy, I'll come to you first. I mean, you were held quite well in the first half, but once you scored that first try, well, not you personally, but once the first try went over, obviously the RAF can't be held back for too long.
Yeah, I think the first half we probably just didn't play our game. It always happens, to be fair, every IS first game. But when in half time, we knew exactly what we were going to come out and do, and that's exactly what the girls did. You couldn't ask for more of them. Came out and scored straight away. So, yeah.
And Lucy, you talked a lot in the build-up to this game and to this year and to this campaign about the family that you feel. Sean coming in as a coach and stuff like that. How much was that demonstrated today on the pitch?
Yeah, like that's. I mean, like obviously, you can hear the girls. I think like we work really hard on our off-field stuff as well as our on-field. I think like if you feel like valued within the team, then like the performance and things like that come on the pitch. And obviously, like we know that it's such a hard game. It's so physical, and you're gonna want to work for each other. So I think we demonstrated that.
And do you feel that when you're on the pitch, you've got that your performance personally like has a real effect as well? But do you feel like they're listening to you out there on the pitch and doing exactly what the game plan suggested?
Yeah, I'd say like we've got such talented people. I think like pretty much most of our backlines played in the Prem, and like to get Premiership players playing in forces as well. To be honest, like I think like we've just got talent across the board. So we just try to like match our game plan to that and get the girls doing what they're good at. So.
And Daisy mentioning, Premiership players, but to play at a Premiership ground, the current men's Premiership champions, what a privilege. And the sun has finally come out for us.
Yeah, I think that's what went so bad the first half. Started raining. We don't really play well in the rain. No, look, it's an unbelievable ground, and we can't ask for more, especially from our vets, that every year they show up and they give us the crowd, and everyone else that came along as well, they give us that extra boost that we need sometimes. So you can't ask for more, really.
I'll tell you what, they're still celebrating their win last night.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think they stopped. Which player plays them? They played unbelievable yesterday, so yeah.
Well, 2 wins out, 2 for the RAF so far. Let's see what the boys can do this afternoon.
No pressure, boys, no pressure.
Thanks, ladies.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for watching. For more from BFBS Forces News, like and subscribe to our channel.